Hello, everyone. Welcome to our business overview here at doTERRA. I am so excited to be with you today. My name is Jessica Moultrie, and today I'm going to go through the opportunity that lies at doTERRA. And this is one of my favorite things to talk about. And the reason I feel so passionate about this topic is because of how it's changed my family's life, not only from a time standpoint and being able to help people, but it has really changed our life from a financial standpoint and also from the ability for me to have choices in my life as to how I'm going to spend my time and being able to be with my children and without having to give up the financial freedom that we all want in our lives. And so as I go through this business opportunity with you, I hope you'll think about your circumstance and what things in your life you wish were a little bit better. Now, to start this off, I'm going to tell you a little story about buckets, pipelines, and essential oils. Now, that may seem a little bit silly, but this is quite an interesting story and a really good parable to what I want to help you to understand today. So, there was a man who lived in a village. It was about 2 miles from the nearest water source, and his job was to haul buckets of water to the village every day. So, if you can imagine someone with buckets strapped to their back, doing pretty serious manual labor every single day just to get clean water to the village. Since everyone needed water, he had perfect job security. To earn more money, all he had to do was make more trips. But after years of hauling buckets, he realized that if he didn't change something, he would be hauling buckets for the rest of his life. So, what did he do? He made a plan. He would haul as many buckets as he needed to pay the bills, right? But in his spare time, he would work on building a pipeline. He stayed consistent and persistent in doing this, and a few years later, finally his pipeline was finished, and he was able to go into the village and turn on a spigot. Now you can imagine the excitement in that village. The villagers could come and get water anytime they wanted. So not only did he create a pipeline of water that helped people and provide clean water anytime they needed it, but he also created a financial pipeline that would allow him to pursue his greater cause and higher purpose in life. So when we look at our own situations, are we hauling buckets, right? Or are we creating a pipeline? And what do we want to do? Do we want to haul buckets? Do we want to spend our time just making ends meet every month or providing what we can for our family every month without any end in sight? Or do we want to pay the bills and spend the rest of our time, right? Sometimes making some sacrifices, working on a pipeline that at some point in the near future will give us the ability to do whatever we feel called to do. Because I believe we're called to do something greater than just haul buckets. So during this business overview, what I want you to see is just by sharing essential oils, you can, with others, create a financial pipeline. So when we look at doTERRA specifically, and really what makes doTERRA a place that we would want to build a pipeline? There are a few unique benefits about doTERRA. First of all, it gives us the opportunity to earn unlimited earning potential, right? You don't have to have some costly education to come to doTERRA and have the ability to earn as much as you want. Here at doTERRA, we have an extremely high retention rate. The industry average is only about 13%, right? In direct sales. Now, 65% of doTERRA's customer orders every single month or every 1 to 3 months. We have 65% of people that order on a basis of that timeline. That's pretty incredible. Now, if we look a little bit deeper, we see that 8% of doTERRA's customers order at least once a year. So we have an extremely high retention rate. And when we see retention rates like this, we know that the product works, right? And our product sales are independent of our opportunity. Whether people want to engage in building a business here at doTERRA, they still use the product consistently because it impacts them and impacts their health. Now, in the United States, when we look at what value people put on healthcare, we see that 1 out of every $6 we spend is actually on healthcare. And so here we have such a great opportunity and a stable and reliable opportunity to grow a business in an industry where people want the products and are willing to spend money on them, especially when they work. Now, doTERRA is really unique because they were founded in 2008, and the growth that we've seen in this company really can't be matched anywhere else in the time period that we've been around. doTERRA is also debt free with no outside funding. And what I love about that is it enables us to maintain the integrity of the product. We know that our leadership team is going to do what's best for the company, what's best for us, and that we will not have to sacrifice the quality of our product just to make a buck. Okay, and I love that. So we're going to go into detail about the ways that you're paid within doTERRA, and I hope you'll pay attention here as to what things really are building a pipeline with doTERRA. The first is retail sales, okay? Retail sales is a way that you can earn an income at doTERRA. Wellness advocates will earn 25% profit on purchases that are made by their retail customers. And once you are a wellness advocate, doTERRA gives you a website where people can go directly to your website and purchase product from you and pay a retail price. Now, this to me is not an area to build a pipeline. When I look at retail sales, that's really still hauling buckets because it's not that continual order. Retail sales is an area you can build, but it shouldn't be a focus for building your pipeline. The second way that we're paid at doTERRA is through fast start bonuses. Now, these are weekly checks that are given based on the amount of PV that you have sold in the current week. So what's nice about these is this is designed really to get you off to a fast start by giving you money now. So it's nice that depending on your activity level, you can get a check every single week. Now, in order to receive checks here, you must have 100 PV loyalty rewards order. Okay, that is going to qualify you to receive commissions. Now, bonuses are paid here on a new enrollee's PV or personal volume for their first 60 days. So here, you as the enroller of a new person can earn 20% of that person's enrollment purchases. Now, the person who enrolled you will get 10%, and the person who enrolled them will get 5% off of that enrollee's order. So, for example, let's say that you enroll someone with a natural solutions kit. A natural solutions kit is worth 400 PV. So you as the enroller would make $80 off that initial purchase of a natural solutions kit. The person who enrolled you would make 10%, so they would make $40. And then the person who enrolled them would actually make $20. So 3 levels up benefit through a fast start bonus. And again, this isn't just for the initial purchase they make. This is for any purchases that are made within the new wellness advocate's first 60 days. Now, the third way that we can build a business and get paid through doTERRA is called the Power of 3 bonus. And this bonus is paid out monthly. So we get our monthly paychecks on the 15th of the following month. So this bonus is actually designed to reward people who are on loyalty rewards, who get their customers on loyalty rewards, and who have a proper structure. Again, you have to have a qualified loyalty rewards order of 100 PV in order to receive commissions here. What you can do here is have 3 new wellness advocates on your first level, on your front line, place a qualified order. The cumulative sales of you and everybody on your front line, including those who don't have qualifying orders, has to total at least 600 PV. When you do this, and these requirements are met, you can earn $50. You'll see here when you have 3 qualifying orders under you, and the total is 600. Right now, you go and do that again with those leaders, and you get $250. And then you can do the same thing on a third level and get $1,500 a month just in loyalty rewards orders that are structured properly. Now, in your organization, you don't want to put people underneath individuals who do not have a power of three qualifying order. And the reason for that is because it will create gaps in your organization that will keep you from receiving this monthly bonus. So you want to make sure that you find ideally 3 people on your front line that are going to do the business. Because as business builders, they're always going to have that qualifying 100 PV order because that's how they're paid. So then you'll continue to place people within your organization accordingly, whether they're builders or consistent product users. The fourth way you're paid in doTERRA is also paid monthly on the 15th of the month, and this is called your unilevel organizational bonus. Now, this bonus is going to, over time, be the largest portion of your check. And this bonus is actually paid monthly on compressed organizational volume. So you yourself can receive compensation on 7 levels of referrals. So you get to receive a percentage of sales on every single level. Now, if you notice here, the percentage grows the further down it goes. So what's nice about that is doTERRA's compensation not only facilitates an environment where people work together, and you are paid as you support and create retention and builders all throughout your organization. You also see that you're paid a higher percentage, right, on the people lower within your organization. So you earn the least on the least number of people and the most on the most number of people. So if your team grew at a multiple of 3, it would grow at this rate that you see here to the left. If each person purchased 150 PV of product, your check would be around $32,000 a month. Now, compared to other companies, this would be significantly more. When you look at other companies and the way they structure their compensation and their unilevel bonus, is they pay the higher percentage on the top level and a lower percentage as you move down throughout your organization. So if you had the same exact structure with the same exact number of people, you would be making $20,000 less per month with a different organization. Now, you have to remember also that when we look at our retention of people in doTERRA, that 65% retention, that's going to be huge in your organization's ability to have loyalty reward orders within your structure. So this is a really big deal. Not only do we have the retention, but we have a structure set up in our compensation plan that will yield more earnings per month. What's unique about doTERRA also is that we're also paid monthly on the 15th a leadership bonus pool. And this is great. This is kind of like doTERRA's profit sharing. So as you hit certain ranks within the company, they will pay you extra through how well the company has done through their profit. So what they do particularly, first of all, this all starts at the rank of silver. And what they do is they'll take 2% of what the company makes and they'll divide it into shares. And those shares will be split between silvers, golds, and platinums. So silvers will get 1 share, golds will get 5 shares, and platinums will get 10 shares. Now, each share averages around $200. So you can see that in addition to the other 4 ways you're paid at doTERRA, if you hit silver in doTERRA during that month, you'll get paid about an extra $200. If you get gold, you will be paid about an extra $1,000. And then at platinum, around an extra $2,000 just for hitting that rank. Now, as you move into some of the higher ranks at doTERRA in the diamond shares, what you'll see is that each diamond has their own pool. So diamonds, blue diamonds, and presidential diamonds all split at 1% of what the company makes into shares. Diamonds will get 1 share, blue diamonds will get 2 shares, and presidential diamonds will get 3 shares. And then within each pool, diamond pool, they get their own share. So diamonds, on average, their leadership pool payout is around $4,000. Blue diamonds, $12,000, and presidential diamonds, $35,000. Now, when we look at the ranks in doTERRA and what they average per month, you'll see, first of all, just another reminder that a personal loyalty rewards order of 100 PV is also required to achieve rank. When we say PV, we mean personal volume resulting from your own purchases. OV is the overall sales volume produced by your organization. Enrollership on these qualifying wellness advocates is required for you to advance and rank. And these averages that we show here are based on reports from 2013. So that may change time over time, but what we've actually seen is even from the last time we looked at these averages, they've actually gone up because the company continues to grow at such an exponential rate. So what you'll see here is executive, elite, and premier ranks are the building blocks for other ranks at doTERRA. So you'll see that everything that these leadership ranks are built on starts here. So if you're just beginning, these would be your goals to hit as quickly as you can and to solidify because it's what you will build upon. So executive is 2,000 in your overall sales volume, elite is 3,000, and premier is 5,000. But at premier, you have to have structure. So you've got 2 leaders underneath you that are the executive rank. As you move past premier into the leadership ranks, you'll see silver is when you have 3 elites underneath you. Gold is when you have 3 premiers. Platinum is when you have 3 silvers. And diamond is when you move to 4 silvers. Now you can see the average income at these ranks. And as you're thinking about to yourself, what will really make a difference for me every month to come in financially that will make a difference for my family. And you can kind of equate them to a rank as you're trying to set goals for yourself. Now, let's talk a little bit about what this means financially. Now, a lot of people would look at that Power 3 $50 bonus and think, well, that's not that much money, $50. Okay, but let me just tell you a little bit about what that equates to. That would be an organization's value of investing $12,000 into some kind of investment account, whether it's savings or a CD or stocks, whatever it may be. Let's say it's earning at 5%. That would be the same quality or quantity as having an organization that gets that Power 3 $50 bonus every month. So let's say it even took you 3 months to get to this point where you were making the Power of 3 $50 bonus, right? Again, in order to build the same thing, you'd have to put $4,000 a month into a savings account earning at 5% to give you what that organizational value will give you at the Power 3 $50 bonus. Okay, let's do this even bigger. What does it mean when you have the $250 organizational bonus, right, for your Power 3? What would that equate to? It would equate to your organization value of investing $60,000 earning at 5%. Wow, huh? Okay, so let's say it took you 6 months to build this. You would have to invest $10,000 every month for 6 months, earning back at 5% to get the value of what it would be at your $250 Power 3 bonus along with your organization. Okay, pretty impressive, huh? And I don't know who has 10 grand a month to just put away and invest, right? Okay, let's even get a little bit bigger. Let's say when you were looking at those ranks, you saw the rank of silver, which was earning $2,200 a month, right? And you said, man, that looks pretty good. I mean, that's a good starting point. That would make a difference for my family. Well, what would that mean? That would be the same as investing $528,000 earning at 5%. And even if it took you a year to build this, you would have to invest $44,000 a month. Now, I don't know anybody that just has $44,000 a month laying around that they can just use to invest, okay? I don't have those kind of people in my network yet, right? And so, and who would really want to have to do that? Instead, build a pipeline. Now, when we look at these higher ranks, it gets even more incredible, okay? Diamond, blue diamond, presidential diamond. You can see the averages here. Blue diamond averages about $16,000 a month at doTERRA. Blue diamonds average $32,000 and presidentials average $91,000 a month. So if we tried to translate that into what that would mean of what you'd have to invest in order to get that same return, right? As a diamond, it would be $4 million at 5%. Even if it took you 4 years to build that, you would have to put in $84,000 a month. Now, I hit diamond pretty quickly. I hit diamond in a year, right? But even if you did that, even if it took you 4 times longer than that, that would still be an organizational, what your organization is valued at. It's pretty incredible. Blue diamond, 9.9 million at 5%. If it took you 6 years to build this, $138,000 a month. And at presidential, 27 million at 5%. Even taking 10 years to build that, it would be investing $229,000 a month. So I just want to know, are you choosing a pipeline yet? Okay. Are you seeing the vision here of what this can be for you? Now, hitting blue diamond and presidential diamond is very significant, right? But it's something that is available to you if you want it. Does it take work? Yes. Does it take some sacrifice? Yes. But what doesn't take sacrifice? People sacrifice every single day just to haul buckets. Okay? So if you have a bigger vision and if you have a bigger desire for your life, you can look at making those sacrifices, not to haul buckets, but to build a pipeline. So I'll ask you, what do you want to accomplish with doTERRA? Write this down right now. Based on all this that you've seen, how much would you need to earn to make this worth your time? How many hours could you take outside of hauling buckets to commit to building your pipeline to develop this kind of income? And how many months would you be willing to work those kind of hours in order to develop and build your pipeline? In order to take the next steps, so simple. You just need to get your class on the books. You need to schedule your first class, okay? Talk to the person who enrolled you. Talk to the person who brought you into this organization and tell them, I'm ready to build a pipeline. Let's get started. I'll tell you that this will be one of the best decisions that you will make. And I look forward to seeing each of you and getting to know you and how building this pipeline has made a difference in your life. I hope you have gotten the vision tonight of what this can be. And I look forward to building our pipelines together.